Have you ever said yes to something you didn't want to do just because you felt guilty saying no? It happens to all of us. But every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your goals or values, you're actually saying no to yourself. In this video, we'll explore the art of saying no, why it's essential for protecting your time and energy, and how mastering this skill can transform your life. Saying no is one of the hardest things to do, yet it's one of the most powerful tools for personal growth. Why? Because your time and energy are limited. Imagine your day as a jar filled with marbles, where each marble represents your energy. Every time you say yes to something unnecessary, you're giving away one of those marbles. By the end of the day, your jar is empty, and you have nothing left for the things that truly matter. The truth is, many of us are afraid to say no because we don't want to disappoint others. We fear being judged or seen as selfish. But saying yes all the time doesn't make you kind. It makes you overwhelmed, exhausted, and often resentful. Remember, setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's necessary. It's how you protect your well-being and ensure that your energy is spent on things that truly matter to you. So, how do you master the art of saying no? The first step is to understand your priorities. Ask yourself, what are the things that truly matter in my life? Is it your family, your career, your health, or your personal growth? When you're clear on your priorities, it becomes easier to recognize when something doesn't align with them. Next, practice saying no with kindness and confidence. You don't have to explain yourself or feel guilty. A simple, "I appreciate the offer, but I can't commit to that right now," is enough. If you feel pressured, remember this. Saying no to others is saying yes to yourself. It's not about rejecting people, it's about honoring your own needs. Another important skill is learning to pause before responding. When someone asks for your time or energy, don't rush to say yes out of habit. Take a moment to consider, does this align with my goals? Do I have the capacity for this right now? If the answer is no, then let your response reflect that. Saying no also teaches others to respect your boundaries. When you constantly say yes, people may start to take your time and energy for granted. But when you set clear boundaries, you're sending a message that your time is valuable. And here's the surprising thing. Most people will respect you more for being honest about your limits than for always trying to please them. Let's not forget the power of the word no in decluttering your life. When you say no to things that drain you, you make space for things that energize you. You open up time for your passions, your loved ones, and your own growth. You shift from living reactively, always responding to others' demands, to living intentionally, focusing on what truly matters. But let's be real. Saying no isn't always easy. It takes courage to prioritize yourself, especially in a world that often glorifies being busy and available. It might feel uncomfortable at first, and that's okay. Growth always feels uncomfortable. But the more you practice, the easier it becomes. The Stoics believed in protecting their inner peace, and saying no is a way to do just that. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This wisdom reminds us that our actions and words should align with our values. Saying no isn't just about setting boundaries, it's about living authentically. So, the next time you're faced with a request that doesn't align with your goals, remember this. Saying no is an act of self-respect. It's a way of valuing your time, energy, and priorities. And it's not about shutting people out. It's about showing up fully for the things that matter most. Protecting your time and energy isn't easy, but it's essential. Every no you say to something unimportant is a yes to something meaningful. So, start practicing today. Learn the art of saying no and take back control of your life, because your time and energy are precious, and they deserve to be treated that way.